down and shut up.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give me peace.
Why so serious?
You take the blonde and I'll take the one in the tater.
This is Sparta!
I'll have what she's having.
Welcome to the Summer of the Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
I'm Ozzy.
And
This week we're talking about 1998.
About sports. Sports movies.
It's not a sports movie.
It's a sports
It's
movie.
it's one of the funniest comedies ever.
Get out of here.
It's hilarious. You're
It
crazy.
It is the if I even if I watch it now, it's still really funny. And I found it funny back in '98 when I saw it. We're talking about BASEketball.
Damn right. Trey Parker, Matt Stone.
Yeah, starring the creators of South Park in their not their first movie, but it's their major motion picture debut, right? Because they had
Not Cannibal?
No, that's
Musical?
I don't think that one was that even a major release in theaters.
think so.
No,
That was a trauma.
It's
That was a trauma movie.
Yeah, so
I mean, trauma movies are as good as
straight to
some from Crackle.
that's straight to DVD.
That's a Crackle release.
That's straight to DVD right there.
That would have kept Crackle afloat.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Dirt killed him, so
Joe Dierte, first of all.
Joe Dirt 2 killed him. But nonetheless, this movie is still funny. BASEketball.
Hilarious.
Was it David Zucker, one of the Zucker brothers?
Yeah, David.
Yeah,
He directed it.
and it was essentially based on a
His
game
downfall.
No, because they kept making movies after this.
No, I know they did, but what did he make? A scary movie? 5?
Epic movie.
No,
Oh, yeah,
not Epic.
they did all those movies.
They
No,
produced
Epic
those.
movie. That was somebody else.
No,
I
but
know.
didn't they all produce it? They also did. They did superhero movie. I know that
Yeah, High School High.
with John Lovitz.
Yeah. Come on.
That was David.
I mean, he
that was
did
David Zucker?
Airplane. He did Airplane, and then what's the other one? Top Secret.
And
Naked Guns.
and every movie was basically an airplane, substitute.
Yeah, but I mean, like the Naked Guns, those were good.
Yeah, but no, but I guess this one was a bit
Greatest
different.
actor
Well,
of all time,
well,
O.J. Simpson.
I mean, he kills it in the movies. He
Oh man, come on.
He took a stab at it. It's fine.
No, but I mean, yeah, Naked Gun, yes, Airplane, yes, but at that point, but then they went to like parody movies, right? Then they went to like more straight up parodying other movies. But BASEketball is not a parody of anything, right? It's
No.
literally an original idea that they had. And that now actually people do play BASEketball, from what I've seen. Like there's videos online, just like Quidditch. People actually play Quidditch. People play BASEketball.
Yeah, those people are sad.
It's still a hard. I don't understand the concept of BASEketball.
It's baseball rules. You can't shoot from the
Yeah.
same place twice. Say,
Baseball rules, bro.
Yeah. it's not.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's you. I forgot.
Yeah, you're talking to me. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Sports ball.
Yeah, but okay.
At what point do you give high fives or slap asses? Slap ass.
What is this? Key and Peele? Key and Peele. No, but still, it's like, I mean, I feel that I still enjoy this movie watching it now. I think it's still funny. It has even though it's David Zucker, it does still feel very much like the South Park humor.
Yeah.
And I think that lends itself because of the fact that I think they were allowed to improv so much.
Well, originally it was for what's his name? Black Sheep. What's his name? I
Which
can't
one?
remember.
Chris Farley?
Chris
Spade?
Farley. They offered it to Chris Farley, but he didn't want it, and then they offered it to Trey Stone and Matt Parker.
I mean,
And,
I think it worked better with them. I mean, even though they
But
were
that's
unknown,
why when they
right?
offered it to them, they rewrote it to have their own humor in it.
It works. I mean, I know when I was watching like the behind the scenes clip, they were like, yeah, they allowed us. I think they did only like 10% of the script. Everything else, majority of it was like made up, was all like improvised.
and
Everyone was encouraged
it
to
starts off
improvise.
like right off the bat. It starts off like when you see them as adults, their gross humor. It's
Hmm.
and it kind of it sets you, especially when like he's peeing in the bushes. They go into Brittany's mom's room. They go through her underwear drawer. Yeah. So it starts off right off the bat. Like that's their humor.
Yeah.
You can't deny that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you get introduced to them as like as little kids in the beginning. It's just real quick. It's like a real quick flank.
I
Like
want to be a big sports star.
and then
Reggie Jackson.
then they are essentially
Mr. October.
then they're essentially just losers. Like they go nowhere, and then they just decide one day at a party, which I think still is one of the funniest intros to somebody. The intro to adults when they're in the mom's bedroom and doing all that stuff, and then
Disgusting.
like I still think that that's funny up until the point and then when they play they actually introduce or create the game there at the party and challenge those other two dudes that they know are way better than them at basketball. So that's why they create this game so that it's something that they can win for sure. It's
because they can shoot, they just can't do anything else.
It's the lazy man's right. It's essentially just the lazy man's basketball because you don't have to move anywhere. You stand in one spot and you just shoot.
It's like basketball nowadays.
I guess.
I'm sorry. You don't watch sports.
I guess.
Yeah, they shoot a lot more than they really should. They used to be able to take it in. Now it's shooting.
That's
whatever.
a ticket.
Isn't that part of the game?
No, but like
high school.
It's been spending most of our lives.
Like a rhinestone cowboy. That's the only thing I remember of that movie. That's the only thing I remember of High School High is a commercial. And I know it's John Lovitz, but it's like, I remember the fact that in the commercial, they used that song, Like a Rhinestone Cowboy, in that dance scene of that movie. That's the only thing I remember. The rest of the movie, I have no idea. I don't remember it at all.
No one remembers it.
It was another parody, right?
John
like
Lovitz
for the
does.
principal or?
No, his bank account remembers it. He doesn't.
I think it's a parody of like all those teacher movies, right?
Yeah. Freedom Riders.
It's the one with
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Dangerous Minds.
Yeah.
Coolio.
Amish Paradise.
Same song.
187.
Samuel L. Jackson. I know that one. Yeah.
Which one's the one with Mark Anthony as the bad guy?
That's not 187?
No, that's 187 is Clifton Collins.
Or is that the substitute?
That's so funny.
Is the substitute the one with Mark Anthony? The one
Oh,
with
I
Tom
think so.
Berenger?
I think it is.
It's the one
I
with
thought it
Tom
was Hackers.
Berenger. No, Hacker.
Huh?
He played an FBI agent in Hackers.
That's right.
Where he plays like a gangster.
Yeah, I think it is.
whatever.
I think it is the substitute with Tom Berenger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know my teacher movies. I don't know why I know that one.
Yeah.
No one saw Substitute. It was around the time when all those movies came out, like Substitute, 187, Dangerous Minds,
The Principal.
American Beauty. I know whichever ones, all those movies. But I mean, the thing about basketball though, even though you have like the two relatively non-actors that are starring in the movie, you're kind of filled out with
Ernest Borgnine and Robert Vaughn.
yeah. And what is it? Robert Stack, the Unsolved Mysteries dude?
Yeah.
You got a bunch of sports people, I guess.
Al Michaels, Bob
Costas.
Costas.
Al Michaels.
Yeah. Hey, Bob Costas almost got his ass kicked by Vince McMahon.
You get
Yeah, I saw that video.
Those are awesome.
But that was fake though. That was brought up. That was made up though, right?
No,
that was as they call a shoot, right?
But he was livid. Like, don't ask me the questions. Yeah.
With his leather.
He started
skin.
yelling in Chinese.
Whoa, whoa.
Relax, Rock.
Well, but you do get all these people that eventually I think at one point even but Dan Patrick is in this, right? But I know Dan Patrick now from
Adam
all the
Sandler
Adam Sandler movies. But
see, he's always been. I mean, if you ever watched him on SportsCenter, which you didn't, he's actually always been really funny. Him, SVP, those guys are pretty funny. They do a lot of the commercials that they used to run. like the office commercials that they would do about ESPN and have like random athletes show up.
Mm,
Those are hilarious.
yeah. Okay.
All right, thank you for
I take
adding
it.
to that.
I take your word for it. So whatever.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything. I know he
Uh,
does. He had his own show, or he has.
He still
I
does.
don't know.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
still
yeah.
does.
But I've never watched it.
But Ernest Borgnine's in this movie.
Yeah, he chokes on a hot dog.
He gets the hot dog in and out. That's funny. No, but I think to me, the fun, one of the funniest scenes with Ernest Borgnine is that whole when they're at the will reading or whatever, right? When it's like
Too
make
sexy.
sure make sure everyone leaves the room. All right, now that everyone's gone, remember
one leaves.
remember that one time in Mexico we got the oil.
Yeah.
Like,
Just rubbed it on, but
and again, it's like yes, Ernest Borgnine was like 105 during this movie, but it was still.
How old was he when he did SpongeBob?
I don't know. He was a cartoon.
Yeah.
That could have been
I mean-
anybody.
He
Imitation.
did Mermaid Man.
he was in red.
Barnacle Boy, Merman and Barnacle Boy. No,
I always think of Escape from New York.
I think of Small Soldiers.
think of-
the one with
think
the
of Red.
toys. The one with the toys. That's all I think about. When
I think of red and
Borg-
basketball. That's all I do.
I don't think that Red is the one
Oh.
with Bruce Willis, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first one, not the second one.
Oh, okay. I never saw the first one or the second one.
First one's they're not. The first one's not bad. It's not bad at all.
No, they're not bad.
No,
Yeah.
John
But
Malkovich is
It's
hilarious.
because the problem is, Bruce Willis just phones in all his movies, so I don't really enjoy watching any of the.
Yeah,
Bruce
but
Willis
he's
movies
surrounded
anymore.
by real actors.
Well, yeah,
He's
but
just there.
still, when he's a star of a movie, he just
Helen
phones it
Mirren?
in.
Helen Mirren, John Malkovich.
Now I know why you watch Red.
Brian
you
Cox.
you just said it. Who's what?
Huh?
No, you just said it. That's the reason why you like it. It's Helen Mirren.
Who?
Helen Mirren.
You.
Helen Mirren is awesome.
The
Helen Mirren is awesome.
The Golden Globes, Helen Mirren.
Yeah. Calendar Girls, Helen Mirren.
The challenge for the was it House Cup from was it the Harry
Did
Potter?
you actually watch that shit?
Nope. I just know that she
Like-
hosted those
No,
game
you watched
show, right?
it, you
No,
watched
I only
it.
saw
Stop.
I only saw the 20th anniversary, which I don't understand why they were all. It's like they were 12, they were like 9 when the movie was made or whatever. They're only in like not even 30. It's not like their careers are over. I mean, probably you never heard from like Ron Weasley as much. He has
a show coming on Apple Plus.
He has a show already. It's called The Servant with it's an M Night Shyamalan
Oh,
Ding Dong show.
started already?
I think it's on the second season.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Keep
I don't
up,
watch that crap.
keep up, stupid.
I watched Ted Lasso. That's all.
I don't watch anything on Apple Plus. On Apple TV.
Schmigadoon.
I only watch.
Schmigadoon's not bad, too.
I literally binged Reacher the whole
Right?
first season.
It's good.
It was really good. It's super violent. It's really good. I thought it was like just because you get a whole thing played out in was it 8 episodes?
Yep.
So I sat there for 8 hours after I put the first one on. I was like, bro, I'm hooked on the first episode. So it's good. Amazon Prime, Reacher.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have an episode on it because it was such a good season 1. But
Basketball.
no, yeah. Back to basketball. Again, this is before this is right at the beginning of like kind of like the height of South Park, right? It was like it was starting to climb. It was very popular. Then you get Matt and Trey to star in this movie, and I think that's one of the big reasons a lot of people came in to watch this movie. This movie was really not liked by the critics. Definitely. If you
wonder why.
if you just Google like Siskel and Ebert review basketball, you hear just the seething hate for this. They say they don't find anything funny. None of this was funny. They should stick to TV, which is why they ended up like
Dying?
clowning like Matt and Trey in South Park. They started making Roger Ebert jokes. They started adding Roger Ebert jokes into the show, but like it was really like it's.
I mean, the movie
really
is not
liked.
that great.
I
I
think
agree with them.
I think it's funny.
No. It's as a comedy, it's funny. Is is it well written?
No.
Mm,
But that's I think that's
but
because of the fact
that's
that
the humor of it.
well,
though.
that's I think that's the reason for it is the fact that it's a lot of it is improvised, right? But there's movies that have been done with a lot of improvisation. But when it's a movie that's maybe 10% on the script and the rest of it is improvised, yeah, that's not the best, you know, flowing story but it has beats that are every joke in it for me always like hits, especially
Yeah.
when they're clowning Squeak, like the whole like everything with Squeak, everything with the little kid with the Make-A-Wish, and all and then the you know
There are some parts that are.
the the
I
distance
want
between
give me
Joe
50 cc's of cinnamon pentool stat.
yeah, and then the breakup between Doug and Joe, and then which leads to again, if you haven't seen it, like spoilers toward the end, where when they go a full on makeout session, both Matt and Trey Parker,
Yeah, it
and
was gross and
they
hilarious
have
at the same
no
time.
problem to do it. Like when I first saw the movie, that definitely caught me off guard. I mean, even then, when you watch it now, it's like
When they're being
Like,
rescued and
why?
like they're looking going, oh, just walk away.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you're just left with a why. But again,
You
all these things are funny. I thought the whole thing was funny. The whole movie is really just for me laugh out loud.
No, there was little parts, but I really didn't enjoy it. I was like, I can't believe I'm watching this again. I remember liking it the first time I saw it though, but when I rewatched it, I was like,
Oh, every time I watch it, I laugh. I enjoy
but like
it.
the scene where they take Joey to the bar and they're all taking shots and they're watching Jerry Springer. I
Yeah.
thought that was funny. The little kid was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better actor than all of them.
Well, they're not actors. It was proven that they're not actors.
They're writers.
Yeah, they're writers and they just do animated voices.
Yeah.
But I mean,
No, they made other movies.
no, I know, but no,
Orgasmo.
well, okay.
Great movie. Great movie. Anyone says that movie's not great.
It's because
He's a hater.
It's because your dad's in it.
Yeah.
He's doing life now.
I know.
No, he's gonna be doing death pretty soon because he looks like he's dying. He looks horrible right now.
Should have kept his hands to himself.
Yeah.
It wasn't his hands.
If anyone's seen The Legend of Ron Jeremy,
I have.
he can do a bunch of stuff with his own mouth on himself.
Oh, you mean the movie? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
That's a sad movie.
Oh, it's
It's,
yeah, porn star. That's a horror. It's just a sad sack of.
I mean,
And it was really like that. If you've ever seen him in person, he actually does have that folder still with him. Well, not now because
now
he's
he's in jail. I mean,
in jail. But
Yeah, well, he has it in his cell.
yeah.
But when I watched that, I don't remember him talking about you.
Oh, because he doesn't acknowledge my existence anymore.
I wish we all did that.
I have pictures of him. It's fine. All I have is memories.
But no, but after BASEketball, right? Yes, you have Orgasmo, but then they went on to make their own movies, right? And their own Oscar-nominated movie, South Park, right? South Park,
Bigger, Longer,
and Uncut. Then you get
And the Broadway show.
and then you get Team America,
Yeah.
right?
Road Police.
And then you get Book of Mormon, which I don't think at this point should never be made into a movie. No.
Why?
I don't think so. I think it's already too late. It's already too
No,
late to
I
be
think-
made into a movie.
I think it can be
Oh.
made, but it's got to be. It's one of those things where you just kind of. You have to have the right audience for it.
I think,
it's-
I think once the tone changes in the society, everybody stops being a baby. They'll probably.
But that's the thing. Comedy should always just be comedy. It doesn't matter. Comedy should be comedy, right?
But see, that's the problem. People always complain about something,
Yeah.
even if it is supposed to
Because
be
they have
comedy.
nothing. Yeah, they have nothing better to do.
Heck,
It makes them feel important to be outraged about something.
When you give people a platform to talk and bitch
Yeah.
about something, they'll always do it gladly.
hmm
But they used to happen to Lenny Bruce as well.
Yeah,
They
went to jail.
yeah,
Yeah.
because we don't like the way he talks. Well, get over it and shit. Eventually, it's gonna die down.
Yeah,
And you'll be able to do stuff like that again. But yeah, it's gonna be done in certain different contexts here and there.
Well, I mean, and I think that's a big reason why I think I enjoy this, like this movie. This
could never
pushes-
be made again.
No, definitely. I don't think it can. But
You can't update these jokes.
no,
no, I mean,
no.
the whole Jerry Springer
you wanna be
thing and all
offended.
that. Yeah, I mean, but there's not really. I mean, there is stuff in here,
Yeah,
but
there's
it's
stuff in it,
but it's
but
funny.
again,
It's
I mean, if
people need to
it's harmless and it's funny. Like
let it go.
Yeah.
I mean, this movie again, it has beats that are really like really funny. The the locker room scene
With the wieners.
with the wieners
With Robert Vaughn.
with Robert Vaughn and Yasmin Bleeth. In her height of Yasmin Bleethness, because now it's like yeet. But you get her, you get Jenny McCarthy in the movie too. You have people like most of
Yeah,
the
Victoria
scenes.
still stepping into the year.
Most of the scenes with Jenny McCarthy though, I don't find funny. Those are the ones that I don't really find as funny, like the comedy that they try to give her. But
Yeah, because it's all
It's her-
implied sexual.
no, but not even that.
humors.
It's her type of comedy, like the whole
Yeah.
did I fart and all that stuff, right?
Well, did you say it was improvised?
Yeah, that's why. That's her type of comedy is not my type of the type of funny that I find laughing at. What? Did I
But it
just
was
say?
kind of the
Did I just have
same
a
as
stroke?
With the polishing
Matt
knobs.
Stone's
Yeah.
and Trey Parker's comedy.
No,
It's kind of the same thing.
Not
yeah.
not really the same.
No,
I feel like they're quicker, especially with like cock beer. All those like the speed in which like their delivery on things is.
Hey, can I call you big fucker? Hey, big fucker.
Yeah, see, like that kind of like I feel like that's funnier, right? Than the old like, oh, did I fart, or polishing the knob. Okay, I get it. It's funny, but not as funny as
Laying
like the rest of the
carpet.
movie. Yeah, like the rest of the movie is funny.
I mean,
And-
seen Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in a glass case,
or
then then
punching out.
clocking out.
or when you have Robert Stack like getting very hot and heavy on himself, and then having somebody like throw a glass of water in his face.
If I had a man like that,
Hey, by the way, Kareem was an airplane. David Zucker.
yeah.
Hey, callback. So
Well, I mean, you want to go there? I mean, Reggie Jackson was in the first Lethal Weapon. Naked Gun.
Naked Gun Lethal Weapon.
Damn.
I think he meant loaded weapon.
Loaded.
Loaded weapon.
Yeah.
That was Loaded Weapon was Sam Jackson and Emilio.
Mm-hmm.
Emilio, yeah, that's right.
But I think really the core of this movie for me is like just I guess the team, the Milwaukee Bears, right? The actual
Hey,
team.
wait.
The top,
Robert
just the top
Stack was
three.
also an airplane.
Yeah,
That's right.
but the top three, the connection between Joe, Doug, and Squeak, I think that is like to me the best part of the movie. Anytime you have interactions between them three, especially when they're just like, at the beginning when you get introduced to Squeak and you get introduced to the psych outs and the way that they treat Squeak, just completely treat him like garbage and like the punchy bag of the movie. I do enjoy that, but then you get Squeak's monologue at the end where he's actually acting and he's crying, and then it again leads to him getting like thrown across the stadium and fireworks go off.
I mean, he was Chota Boy.
That's true. He is Chota Boy. But I think that whole Milwaukee Bears team and the whole setup, I think it was just a really fun movie for 98, right? Because 98 you had what? You had BASEketball, you had American Pie, you had these type of movies that were, you had more rated R movies, more rated R comedies during that time than there is now. You don't get rated R comedies as much now. And because I guess at this point studios just want to make money, right? They feel like if you make a PG-13 movie, a PG-13 comedy, more people can go see it. It's kind of more family friendly, and everyone can enjoy it. Rated R comedy.
Again, too, I think it's the atmosphere, because if you're gonna make a rated R comedy, you have to go all out, and I think most people are afraid to do that.
Yeah, they keep updating the MPAA and stuff like that. With like oh, what qualifies as R, what qualifies as NC-17 X,
Well, I mean that also goes back to like when Matt and Trey did like South Park.
Yeah, I blame
Their
Tipper.
movie.
I
mean,
I
the
blame
movie.
Tipper Gore.
No, like the movie, right? They initially got what, an X or NC-17 for South Park,
Yep.
I wonder why.
right?
I blame Canada.
True.
And Saddam Hussein having sex with Satan.
Yeah.
Hussein. with the wiener. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, but still, it's cartoon. It's animated, right? But like I think that things just got too uptight because during like again towards the end of the 90s you had these types of comedies that were pushing the envelope, the humor, right, pushing the humor, and this one does push the humor in like push the limits without resorting to the mean spirited type of humor. They do a lot more like gross out and more sexual humor, or like
Yeah.
it's like it is dumbed humor, right? But it's funny. Like for this movie, it really does work, and I think that's one of the main reasons why. Again, I enjoy watching the movie even after it's been a while. It's not one of those I'll rewatch it every week, but randomly I'll be like I'll put it on because I still find it funny. I don't I you know it's one of those rare sports movies that it's a sports comedy, right? But I don't know much about sports at all.
The
But
foosball.
yeah, right. I won't even watch Waterboy because it's a football movie. I don't watch it. But
You watch The Replacements, though?
Great movie though.
yeah, it's a good movie though.
That's a very
There's only
underappreciated
but
movie.
like I said, there's a very few sports movies that I'll watch and enjoy, right? Draft Day. Draft Day.
Yeah.
I'll never stop saying that Draft Day is a really good sports movie.
And it has nothing, and it doesn't actually do anything sports wise. It's just sports themed.
Yeah. Moneyball. I enjoy Moneyball.
I'm right with that.
Moneyball I enjoyed, right? There are sports movies that I enjoy, that I do like to watch. Other sports movies, like I know you like The Program.
Hell yeah, the program.
I
God, the program's awesome.
Easy. Varsity Blues.
Varsity. Yeah, I don't like.
Hey,
Varsity Blues.
I don't want your life.
I don't
Yeah.
like Varsity Blues.
I don't want your life.
It's because for me, when it gets too into sports like that, I start
up.
zoning out. Step up. All of those are classics.
Walk to remember.
Yeah, classic sports movies.
that scene where Mandy Moore scores that slam dunk.
Hey, A Walk in the Clouds is David Zucker.
Walk in the Clouds.
I'm talking about Walk to Remember.
No, I know, but every time I think of A Walk to Remember, I think of A Walk
in the Clouds.
Clouds.
Okay.
I always confuse both of them.
Yeah, and it has the comedic stylings of Keanu Reeves.
That's a good movie. Walk in the Clouds is a good movie. It's enjoyable. No, but if you guys haven't seen BASEketball.
We haven't even talked about the movie itself.
No,
No, right?
I mean I don't. Again, it's one of those movies. I don't. If you haven't seen it, I feel like
You can't really explain a joke.
Yeah, that's the
But,
problem.
like,
We can explain the movie. It's a very simple premise. These guys feel like they're losers. They create a game. The game becomes very popular,
But because there's a a problem with all the sports and money and
yeah, there's certain bylaws that cannot be undone. But since
people-
one of the owners of teams and creators passes away, it allows like other teams to fudge some of these rules that will probably make them more money.
yeah, but all sports have disappeared, and then this becomes popular. And
Well, it's talking about more how free agency and real sports nowadays kind of, a lot of people feel like it ruined sports because you no longer have such loyalty in their players, so you really can't build on teams. But you have to build on personal brands. Yeah, anyway, it's not the point. The point is sports.
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah. So this is
And I'm back.
this is the Screen Squad, right? Talking about movies.
Yeah.
No, but again, it's like the movie. But it's just about a group of friends like that are these guys that are trying to keep their team to themselves and not ruin the whole sport of BASEketball. That's all it is. But you have to watch it. That's the thing. You have to watch the movie to be able
take care about women's.
to be able to watch to be able to understand what we're talking about. But the thing is the jokes when they hit. That's the thing about this movie. It is funny. I find the majority of the movie funny.
The psychouts are pretty funny.
Yeah, it's just a different type of movie. And again, it's one of those where it's a movie that it's hard to explain. See, you can't explain the joke. That's the
Can't.
problem. So it's like tough for us to like explain the movie. Just say that the movie is real. It's really fun. It's just a fun movie. It's a movie that was made in '98, and they really allowed a lot to be put on screen. Right?
I mean,
Like
some things are dated because you have certain references, like you have
the Jerry Springer reference, right? That's
yeah. But
dated.
see,
But
if you update that, what do? You just put in Maury. Like every time he's not
but
the father,
Maury,
take a shot.
but
Maury's still
But
on?
Maury was on at the same time as Jerry Springer.
Yeah, but he was on like his show was not the same. It used to have more subjects. Now it's just
No, people
paternity tests and
no
stuff.
people
But they didn't really have fights on Maury.
no, but that whole drinking
No.
thing they did with Game of Thrones too, right? Like every time Jon Snow said, said every time somebody said
I love you,
something,
Saoirse.
Yeah, every time that happened, every time Mad Mardigan was on screen on Game of Thrones,
Mm-hmm.
they took a drink. That's how it worked. But if you haven't seen BASEketball,
Bro, have you seen the Boba Fett? Sorry,
If you haven't seen BASEketball,
watch Boba Fett. It's not
what?
bad.
yeah. You mean the Mandalorian?
It's,
It's
becoming that.
It's
yeah.
Mandalorian 2.5.
That's when it got good, when it turned into the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that episode was awesome.
But again,
And this-
but
2 episodes.
yeah, no, but the first one was mostly him. The other one just kind of added stuff. It's weird how they did the deep fake.
okay, we're gonna
They
switch.
still,
We're gonna
still can't get
we're gonna
that
switch-
CGI correct, bro.
We're gonna switch
Come
gears.
on.
And
It's
talk,
almost, it's almost there. It's almost there.
I guess we're switching gears and we're talking about
No. Let's talk
Boba
about
Fett
basketball.
now. So
No, basketball. Go.
okay, no, but again, if you have not seen BASEketball, and a lot of times it's available on Netflix. It's not available now on Netflix, but it usually is available on Netflix when
I had
Netflix
to rent it.
makes their changes in movies. It's a recommendation. If you enjoy that like the comedy, like if you enjoy Naked Gun, if you enjoy like Airplane, right? If you enjoy like those types of parody type movies, or if you just want to watch a comedy that's just gonna be not like nonstop jokes, and again, it's from like people that are not actors, so you're gonna have to forgive the acting in the movie. I mean, it's not the worst, it's not horrible acting. That's not to say that they're horrible actors in the movie. It's definitely not 100% polished acting, but it's funny. It all
Jenny
works.
McCarthy's in the movie. It's not good acting.
It all works in the context of this movie, and I 100% recommend, if you have not seen this movie, watch
Yeah,
it.
if you haven't seen it at all, watch it once. At least watch it once, and you get to appreciate their humor.
Yeah,
And
you get to
it reminds
appreciate
you a lot
the,
of Seth MacFarlane, where like you like his. I mean, if you like his cartoon, his stuff that he does, where he does the voices, that's fine. But you watch him do something live action, like A Million Ways to Die in the West. Yeah, it's a little rough, but it has its
Yeah.
moments.
No, but Ted movies are good.
Ted, yes.
Yeah, but it's not his
Yeah.
face.
That's
At least
fine.
you get, at
It's
least
his
this way you
voice.
get to put. I know, but with this movie, you could put a face to the South Park guys.
No need.
I-
Cannibal.
I
They
could-
had already done Cannibal.
I could also watch Orgasmo.
Yeah, but those
And
are like,
again, if you have
limited
not
releases.
seen Orgasmo,
Not seen Orgasmo,
that's
you need to
another.
watch
That's
it.
a watcher.
Yeah,
T-Rex,
Those-
baby, T-Rex.
Los Naked Mariachi.
Yep.
Me.
All right, no.
Yeah.
It's true though. But
Yeah.
check these out. Like if you haven't checked them out, trust me, these guys make comedies just for the sake of comedy, and they're known, like especially in South Park. They're known for pushing the envelope, right? Especially like now after BASEketball, and then when they started making their own major motion pictures, they started pushing the envelope in the comedy that they do. Can they make another movie now? Probably. Will it get a bunch of flack? Probably. But
Will it be Book of Mormon?
They do push
Probably.
the envelope in South
No.
Park.
yeah, they still do.
They still do,
still
which
do.
I appreciate.
They have no.
Even
And
though I don't like their humor, but
Yeah, but they go out of their way to kind of say, you know what, society now is stupid. Let's just make fun of it too.
Yeah,
No matter
and-
what,
which I
no,
appreciate.
No,
and
they-
no matter what point of view. It's
and,
crazy
and
thing.
they've even said Matt and Trey have even said like if they can't make a joke about something, then they should not be making a joke about anything. So like that's why they have no boundary. Like there's
And
there's
South
no
Park
line.
is the South Park takes 6 days to make. Each episode is like 6 days. That's why it stays so relevant, so updated.
The COVID special.
Mm.
That thing was hilarious.
It was.
That was hilarious. I've stopped watching South Park a long time ago, but I watched that special, but I thought it was funny.
There's an episode they did, well, not an episode of South Park, but it's a documentary. They did it's a half-hour episode of how an episode gets made and why they make it in 6 days.
Well, yeah, that's on something.
YouTube, I think.
No, I think it's on HBO Max. No.
Probably, I don't know.
Well, I mean, don't they HBO Max owns Comedy Central or something like that, whatever?
I
However it
watched
works.
Peacemaker.
Who cares
Can we
about what
stick
you
to
watch?
One topic.
Yeah, dude.
Huh?
Pay
Just
attention.
saying.
One topic.
All right, fine. Hey, South Park.
Yeah.
Basketball. That's right.
I don't
No,
like the, I watched Peacemaker too.
Yeah, no, but again, but definitely, guys, check this out. And check out if you haven't seen South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, or Team America, World Police, Cannibal, Orgasmo. If you haven't seen these movies, those are movies that are I mean, maybe not Cannibal, but the
Or
other ones.
Basketball.
No, Basketball for sure. Orgasmo for sure.
Well, these movies actually show that their writing skills they know how to put together like random jokes here and there, but when they get into something, they always have that one speech in those movies. You notice that? Like in Team
Sure.
America, they have the dicks fuck assholes speech.
Mm-hmm.
And this one they have the squeak speech.
What do they have in South Park? What speech?
Oh god, there's the can't think of it. Hold on.
Is there one in the movie?
There's a couple, I think.
I think there's one in the movie. No,
But
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I know it's been
yeah,
a
no,
while.
I can't pinpoint. I know I've heard a couple.
All right, this is gonna take forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah.
It's someone with the butt for.
Yeah, so on that note, guys, definitely check out this catalog. Check out Basketball. When it gets back on Netflix, you can watch it on Netflix. But if you don't,
Yeah, watch it for free. Don't rent it.
rent it. Give it.
Come
make,
on.
Give
It's
make,
three-
it is if it's not a cult classic, it should be because it is a good movie.
It's not worth the
enjoyable.
money.
It's
It is.
$3.99.
It's not even
Relax.
worth
It's
the
worth
rental
it's
money.
worth the $3.99. I have it on someone the disc media
I'm
somewhere.
gonna try to request my money back.
We already watched it. They can't give it to you. If you don't watch it, trust me, I have learned this lesson. If you don't watch it, then you can get your money back. But if you do, probably not.
Yeah, so the recommendation is watch it.
Watch it.
At least watch it once. Give it a chance.
You're
and
gonna
you'll
laugh.
see- you'll see-
100%. 100%. You're gonna
Watch it free.
if you like comedies, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh at this movie. You're gonna laugh at the jokes in the movie. You're gonna laugh at the situations in the movie. The unsolved mysteries portion for me is all still funny. That one, like the reenactments of stuff, all that stuff is pretty funny. So
The work helmets,
yes, yeah,
construction helmets.
yeah, right. That's again, you have to watch the movie.
All
guys.
right.
But on that note, guys, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
And
We'll see you guys next week.
Watch Reacher.
See you around, kid. Bye, Felicia. He's looking at you, kid. In case I don't see you. Good afternoon.